On October 23rd, I had to fly from New York to Atlanta to Mexico to go say goodbye to my grandfather who was slowly dying. Nobody ever wants to see their grandparents pass away, unless, you have a bad relationship with them, but that wasn't my case. I loved my grandfather, I loved him dearly. I haven't seen him in person for 15 out of my 20 years because, I was growing up in New York, and he stayed behind in Mexico. But what I love about him, specifically, is that he didn't let that impede on our relationship. As a matter of fact, I think he loved me more because of it. I was the grandchild that got away, but also the grandchild that came back every summer. So, I got on a plane to go say goodbye, also because it was my uncle's wedding that weekend, and we didn't know if he would hold off until that day. But we decided not to, risk things, so we went, and we started to go see him. My mother got there early, and I was still on my way, hoping to God that I would get there in time. I didn't get there on time, and it's something that still weighs on my conscience. I was about 2 hours late, and, I wish there were things I could have said or that he could have told me, but it's bad to dwell in the past. Anyway, the next morning we had to go travel to his village and go bury him, as were his wishes, and we had to do good by them.
Believe it. To me and Hannah Hunt saw crawling vines and weeping willows as we made our way from Providence to Phoenix. A man of faith said hidden eyes could see what I was thinking. I just smiled and told him that was only true of Hannah, and we glided on through Waverly and Lincoln. Our days were long, our nights no longer. Count the seconds, watching the hours, though we live on the US dollar. You and me, we got our own sense of time.
Aw, Grandpa's flowers are still flowering.
In Santa Barbara, Hannah cried and missed those freezing beaches. I walked into town to buy some kindling for the fire, and I tore the New York Times up into pieces. If I can't trust you, then damn it, Hannah. There's no future, there's no answer. Though we live on the US dollar, you and me, we got our own sense of time.
Mi sobrina Natalia no le sabía decir papá Abraham, y le decía papán. Y de ahí lo bautizaron como papán. Y ahora es papán. Todos los nietos le dicen papán.
2 days after dying, his son had to get married. The youngest one, and the last one to get married. I'm sure that my grandfather has given him advice on how to deal with marriages. I'm young and single, I don't know any, but I do know that my grandfather was a wise man. He was a kind man, a loving man. And he loved all of his children equally. With each of them, he had his own adventures. But his greatest love was his wife, with whom he had 10 children. And of this family that they created, and the families that that family has created, I'm sure that he'll be happy to know how great we are, even though he's gone now. And how much all of us share his characteristics, and that with others. It will, and it should bring him joy.
Pienso que cada instante sobrevivido al caminar y cada segundo de incertidumbre, cada momento de no saber, son la clave exacta de ese tejido que ando cargando bajo la piel. Así te protejo, aquí sigues dentro, yo te llevo dentro hasta la raíz, y por más que crezca vas a estar aquí, aunque yo me oculte tras la montaña y encuentro un campo lleno de cañas.
Emanuel, bienvenido a la familia.
Donde tú te vayas, yo te llevo dentro hasta la raíz, y por más que crezca vas a estar aquí, aunque yo me oculte tras la montaña y encuentro un campo lleno de caña. No habrá manera, mi rayo de luna, que tú te vayas, que tú te vayas. Oh, oh, oh.
I hope that if it turns out that heaven does exist, that he was up there watching us have fun and learning how to move on without him, while knowing that in everything that we do and in everything that makes us us, we still have a piece of him inside, and that we'll always count on that piece, and that we love him so, so much. Te amo, Papan.